Yo, what's up, dude? We got a little trad bow shooting in the house. But we gotta be quiet because the wife and kid are in bed. Caden, how are you? We got the black hunter out. We're gonna do it, guys. Oh, I'm doing all right. Except for the shenanigans here lately. The YouTube shenanigans driving a person crazy. They'll drive a person crazy. I don't know how many people are going to jump on. I don't really care. I just wanted to get some shots on target. With the high angle there, actually, this one, they're all within the size of a quarter. Just when they hit the target, they get a little wonky. But if I aim too low, I'll end up going through the target and hitting the concrete, so I got to aim a little high on the block. It's all good. We're just getting reps in, practicing form, you know, because that's important. Okay, Ponch, what's going on, man? Are you on Wi-Fi? I am. Should I turn it off? Is it shitty? Will Outdoors, is it shitty? Let's do this. Is that better? It should be better. Is it better now? Much better. See, thank you. So you guys, look, I forgot to turn it off. You guys hooked me up. That's what it's all about, man. Yo, lately, while we got some of you normal folks on, there are some folks hitting me on the, like right in the feels with some of these comments on the videos, man. Like everybody wants me to stop posting the videos that do well. They want me to, I don't know what they want me to do. Maybe shoot more deer. I have no idea. But from a content creation aspect, I can only do so much with deer hunting, right? Either the deer cooperate and they come in or they don't. This has been the worst year I think I've ever had as a bow hunter. That says a lot because I've been doing this a long time. Yeah, I know that. I know that. But there's a fine, Caden, there's a fine balance between whether I get involved and I fight back or I just let them do their thing. And that's kind of the balance I'm trying to find, you know? And today I had it just about enough of this Ryan Miller guy because he's driving me crazy. I mean, I don't think you can get 3 arrows. I don't think you can get 3 arrows to stack better than that. This isn't far. It's like 12 yards. 12 yards. Reki Vivo, hello. Can I give you some tips on how you get better accuracy when shooting at an angle? No, probably not. I'm open to suggestions because I'm not a pro archer, but I mean those are in a $50 at 12 yards. I think that's about, I don't know, better than 90% of the world is going to do with a traditional bow. And one of the other things is I'm not looking to shoot, Olympic targets. I'm looking to shoot deer under 20 yards. Yeah, that's the cat, DFA. Seth's in the chat, bro. Seth, what's up? Guys, I need a quick 10 seconds. I got to run over here. Got to do that. Yoy. All right, what's the tips? What's the tips you got? Who's got the tips? What you also have to understand is I'm damn near paraplegic at this point. I've got shoulder injuries, neck injuries, back injuries, and all I'm looking to do is build strength and continue to be able to shoot. So tonight I am using my practice bow. It's a Black Eagle. It's got 35-pound limbs on it. I've also got 55-pound limbs for it. I've got 3 45-pound bows. I got a 50-pound bow. I got a 20-pound practice bow. That arrow seemed to kick a little left. I don't have any of my 600 spine arrows set up for this. Oh, I do. I hunt with a gun. I hunted with a gun today. I passed on a nice 8-point this evening at 55 yards with the 30-30. Darren, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that first one flew wonky. I don't know why. Maybe I wasn't looking down there, not concentrating enough. But yeah, I hit left. That one hit that first arrow. Kicked up. Yeah, I am. Home defense. Was that the cat? Yeah, come here, Hulky. Come here. Where you at? Come here. I don't know where he went. I'll show him to you. What's the hitting power? I have no idea what the foot pounds are on a 135-pound bow. But not much. Yeah, this one's kicked out. It's actually over here. But like I said, it come off the bow a little weird. Maybe my release was a little bit off. I would say that thing's only shooting like 145 feet per second, 150 feet per second is all. And then if you take the weight of the arrow, calculate that. I'm sure you could get your foot pounds there of energy, but I don't know. I have no idea. What a firearms license looks like my hunting license. That thing's out in the truck, man. I ain't going out there. Yeah, I'm bending at my waist, man. I'm absolutely bending at my waist. What's Caden up to? Caden, you been out shooting any deer or what? I think G's trolling. Matthew Stone, hey, thanks. What's up? Yes, sir. Good deal, man. I passed on an 8-point today with the rifle. What am I hunting for? I'm hunting for that target down there. I'm usually out after some big bucks. That's what I like to hunt. There we go. That one's where I want it. Right in the center of that block. I don't know. I don't really have anything to aim at there. I can barely make out the deer target on it, but I'm just aiming for the center of that thing. What's your best buck? Man, I got a 136 incher up there, 12 point that I shot last year. I shot 2 Pope and Young bucks last year. And I've shot a deer in the 120s every year for the past 6 years, I think, 5 or 6 years. All with the bow. I've hit 250 inch deer this year. One that I double lunged, I hit it at 7 yards with a compound. And the other one I made a bad hit with a recurve at like 16 yards. I don't know what you want me to do with a firearms license, man. I don't know what. I like training wheels too, but they ain't as fun. This is a 35-pound practice bow. I got a lot of bows. I have this beast over here. You want to see me shoot the beast? I'll shoot the beast once. Got an OMP here. This is one of their Smoky Mountain Hunter bows. It's set up almost like the Adventure 2.0s. The reason I have this is so I can put a stabilizer on here because I mount my 360 camera on here. It's got a garbage Selway quiver on there because that's the only one that'll fit it. Any of the good quivers don't fit. But this thing's a hammer. Absolute hammer. Listen to the difference in the way this thing hits. I mean, it's just hammers. But if I'm going to shoot 150 shots or 200 shots in a night, I can't shoot that thing. It wears me out. Bow's a little out of tune for these arrows, but I don't want to mess with that string because that's the same string I put on the 55-pound limbs. But the knock height has to come up just a bit. Which one? This one or the other one I just shot? This is a Black Hunter. Black Hunter longbow. They make them in a longbow and a recurve. It is a three-piece bow. The other one is an October Mountain Productions Smoky Mountain Hunter. nothing. I mean, I could hit the cat maybe. Furthest shot at a deer, rifle or bow? My furthest bow kill is 57 yards. I probably have one at 280 with a rifle. For the recurve, I'm pretty sure it's about 23 yards. I won't shoot over 25. I just picked up hunting with a recurve last year. Now these arrows, even though they're all basically, you could cover those with a quarter. About 1/8 of an inch between them there. Like I said, that bow isn't, I just put the limbs on it 5 minutes before I went live, so it's not tuned. It's hitting a little high. What's up, Hulky? It's coming off the shelf a little high. I shoot clays on Thursdays, not tonight. Dude, the Revolt X80 is supposed to be a really good bow. It's a hammer. It's a hammer. Cat tastes like Dim Sims. I know. Come here, Hulky. I'm hungry. Samick Sage. That OMP is real close to the Samick Sage. I mean, it's pretty close. I love a Samick Sage, to be honest with you. I think they're a fantastic shooting bow. They're nice and soft. Yeah. Ted Bear for the win. Yeah, whoever Ted Bear is. Oi. What are you guys doing tonight, man? I should be going live in the woods tomorrow. That's what I should be doing. I prefer, I take the shanks off the cat and I braise them. That's probably the best way to do it, I think. Braised cat shanks. Braised cat shanks. How's there 87 people and only 11 likes? I am snipe hunting. We're doing a little snipe hunting. Man, I'm out of water. I'm going to have to get a drink of water. TJ, what's going on, man? You making pizza over there? What is that? I can't see that emoji. Have a cold beer. I'm gonna have a cold beer. That's what's up next, man. I deserve one after the couple days I've had. Punch, I had like an 85-inch 8-point at 55 yards tonight, stomping and carrying on and goofing off, and I'm like, man, I just smoke you and get it over with. But then I was like, nah, we got all of January yet. You're not outside. No, it's cold outside. Joe Balls, that's a good idea. Caden, deer shoulder blade bros. All right, I'm going to tell you how to do this. And I know if you haven't tried it, you just have to do it. All right? That sounds expensive. What you need to do, if you have a cast iron Dutch oven, awesome. If you don't have a cast iron Dutch oven, you can do it in any other Dutch oven, or you could do it in like a Pyrex glass cake pan or whatever. But you want to braise it. All right. So the first thing you want to do is get a pan smoking hot, sear both sides of that as much as you can, with some olive oil and some garlic. Get yourself some rosemary and thyme. Throw that in there. Once you're done getting a good crust on it, all right, then you want to hit it with a little butter. Once you hit it with a little butter, you want to deglaze that pan with some chicken broth. All right, or you can use beef broth, doesn't matter. But you want to deglaze that pan, get all that stuff scraped off of there. Throw it in your Dutch oven. Again, those are about a quarter, 50-cent piece, something like that. Throw it in your Dutch oven with a little bit of either red wine vinegar or balsamic vinegar, your choice, whatever, or just a little bit of red wine. And then cook that on, I don't know, 340, 350, 360, something like that, for about 3 or 4 hours till that meat falls off the bone. That's what you want to do. That's how I braise all of my shanks. Now, shanks are known to be a super tough piece of meat. Everybody throws them in the grind, turns them into burger. But the shanks are the most delicate piece of the deer. That all of that connective tissue in there just kind of melts away. That collagen becomes just super, it just melts. Ponch's like, do some venison cooking. Caden, you better screen record it. You got to get that thing in there. It's the best way to do it. You need a cast iron Dutch oven though. Like that's what makes it. And then what you do is you finish that up with some mashed potatoes, maybe some mushrooms and onions on your mashed potatoes. Make yourself a gravy. Oh, dude. It's unbelievable. It's the best thing to eat. Slate, what's going on? I got the setup. I'm actually a little sweaty in here. It's hot. I'm working too hard for this. I should be outside in the dark. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, man, this is how you... If you want to get good enough to kill a deer in like a year, you better put some time in. That's all I'm saying. Because the deer are going to do what the deer do, and they're hard enough to kill as it is with a regular bow. You try to kill them with this stick and string. I canted too far. One of the challenges I have with canting the bow with field tips on it is that I can index all my arrows with my broadhead, so I know exactly what my cant degree is. And I would usually just shoot broadheads, but it seems like all I do is sharpen broadheads. It's only like 2 inches from the other one. It's all good. These two are stacked. We've got pieces falling off everywhere. Man. All right, what everybody else, what kind of questions you got? What do you got? What you got? 60-yard shots on the regular at a deer? Yeah, maybe standing in a corn pile. Not in Pennsylvania, you don't. I can guarantee that. I shot one buck at 57 yards, a 9-point. I've shot maybe 3 or 4 does over 50. And every one of those scenarios was a very specific scenario. The buck, I had 15 to 20 mile an hour wind gusts, so it wasn't going to hear me or see me. And the does, they were all in the rain. I've had so many does duck the damn bow this year, it's unreal. Oh, Oh, dude, Sandra, you got a cast iron that's 43 years old? That's what I'm talking about. Get tough or die. Yeah, we're talking, what are we at? Like maybe 12 yards. Probably 12 yards total. And, we're at least 14 feet above, yeah. Where I'm standing here, I also shoot out my bedroom window, but the wifey's sleeping, so this is what I got. Oh, it never sticks. Never sticks. I spend more time maintaining that cast iron than I do anything else, I think. There we go. That first shot was a little left. I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't know why they kick up when I hit the target. I'm loving it. Man, I'm jealous of all you guys. You got these old cast iron skillets. I had to buy mine. Then I went on a vacation. I went down to the Great Smoky Mountains, right? And we got an Airbnb down there, and I knew we were going to be cooking outside. So I took one of my good skillets down there. And somehow, I'm not blaming it on anybody, but somehow between me and the wifey, we left it there. It broke my heart because I had cooked a lot of stuff in that skillet. And I just went out and got a Dutch oven. Dude, don't hold out on the Lodge, man. The Lodge makes cast iron like nobody else anymore. I'm sure you can spend more, but can you get that much from $45 or $50 cast iron skillet with a lid? Five-quart Dutch oven. Ponce is like, bro's blaming her without blaming her. Nah, she's not responsible for it. It's my own fault. I blame everything on my wife, though. That's all right. You make her feel bad, she'll buy you a new one, right? There we go. That first one's high. I don't know why. Because I'm retarded. Ponce, that suggestion to have beers, you're right on. I needed one of them. I needed one of them. How high is it, though? It's not. It's like, this makes it look terrible because it's kicked up a little bit, but it's, I get a finger in there. That's another thing you gotta love about shooting light poundage bows, man. They, because the arrow's not stiff, it can go which way it wants to when it goes in the target. It's not fun. It's not great. Dang, I'm a poet. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Yeah, the ceramic stuff is nice too. You don't have to worry about any of that extra work. Who's got the shot count? How many did I shoot? That was good in center. Right where I want. We're going to bust out the woman of the hour. Oh, yeah. Again, this is the OMP, October Mountain Productions, Smoky Mountain Hunter. Slate knows why I have this bow. The only reason I have this bow, only reason I bought it, is because I needed a place to mount a stabilizer so I could put my 360 camera on there. That thing's just a hammer. I don't want to shoot the center of that target with that bow because I'll shoot right through it to the concrete. Straight through. So the 30-30 still kicking around somewhere. Slate, I didn't shoot that buck. I came across a set of tracks when I was out beating around in this 1,000-acre clear cut. It's like a 7, 8, 9-year-old clear cut. And what I did from there is I started to follow what I thought was a big mature buck, right, based on the track. And every 10 or 15 steps, you could tell where he would put his left front foot down and he would just touch the snow with the right foot, just making a small indentation with the two toes. And I was like, something's wrong with this. And then I would notice little tiny spurts of blood. And then I came across his first bed. That was Tuesday at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The snow had stopped at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I know it's fresh, right? I know his tracks are fresh. I don't know how old the wound is, but I know I'm on a fresh set of tracks. And I followed that for another 200 or 300 yards. And I bumped him on Tuesday at about 3:30 p.m. When I bumped him, I was able to get a shot off, but I was shooting through a wall of brush. He was with two other bucks. All three of them were over 120 inches, but this one's massive. He's got to be 140 plus. Now, this whole process of me seeing him and getting a shot off took 3 seconds. So could he be a little bigger, a little smaller? Sure. I'm just going off a quick estimate. And I have no idea what a spread looks like. But I'm going to give him an 18-inch spread. Pennsylvania deer, 4 or 5 years old. Probably has an 18-inch spread. My shot struck like a stick the size of a pool cue. And then about 8 inches behind that, I hit a tree about the size of a baseball bat. And then right after that, I could see where the bullet ricocheted down into the dirt, about 4 feet in front of his tracks. So I don't regret taking the shot because it's, the only, like, that's the thing. A lot of people will talk smack about, oh, yeah, that's not ethical. Dude, it's rifle hunting in Pennsylvania. So you're either going to take the shot or not. You're going to miss 100% of the time if you don't shoot. So I took the shot, hit a tree, and he did something weird after that, which had me kind of thinking. But he circled down and then came back up through the same spot, and I almost had another opportunity to get another shot at him, but it didn't materialize. Then I spent the rest of the afternoon chasing the fresh track. Just him. The other two bucks peeled off and went north up over the ridge, and he basically went west. I followed him to about 4:30, and then I said, all right, well, I can see for 200 yards in here. There's no sense in me chasing him anymore because I'm not going to catch up to him before dark. I followed up the chase the following day. I got on his track. I found a fresh bed. We followed that for 5 or 6 hours. Never bumped him, never come across him. And nothing happened. And then I had a pretty debilitating migraine the day after that. So I took that day off. And then I went in the following day, which is the day I took the video that I posted. So it's actually over a 4-day period where I tracked this thing. And at that point, I think a lot of the tracks and a lot of the blood is old. But I was able to follow him for, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile. And he basically peeled straight down this ridge and then crossed a road. So I'm guessing he crossed that road at dark. And I know on the opposite side of the road, there's another big clear cut. It's not quite as big, but the terrain features in there are much steeper. So I have a feeling he went over there to try to avoid whatever. And again, I don't know if he's shot by. Is Josie on? Josie, what's up? Josie, I got to send you an email because I want to see those screenshots. But either way, I think he's over there to try to avoid either predation, other hunters, or whatever the fuck caused him his initial injury. And then today we tried to pick it up again today, but no luck. I spent, I was out from, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning till 5:30 at night. Quite a few hours. Yeah, I gotta, do I know your email or is it on your page, Josie? Deer are smarter than most hunters. I guess maybe that's why it pisses me off when people talk so sour about dudes that do the things that I do. Like, I don't even know if they understand what they're trying to compare themselves to. I do this because I got sick and tired of dragging deer out of the woods and butchering deer every day. And this is just so much more rewarding. All right, if it's on your page, then I'll hit you up. I probably won't get to it tonight because it's late. Once I get off the live, I'm probably going to get a shower and go to bed. But I'll hit you up tomorrow. I got to see this shit. I have a feeling it's very similar to this, what's his name, Ryan Miller? Oh, man. Have you seen the comments in some of the... What a troll. Well, that's bad. I don't care. We're, what, 75 shots in. I'm sweating. Y'all, Jesus loves you and died for you. I know. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was for sure, but I know he emailed similar stuff to Back Mountain. Jesus Christ. What's that? Man. I'm telling you right now, Josie, I don't know how old you are. I don't know how long you've been around this stuff. It seems to me like your channel is fairly new, right? But you're doing well. And anytime that you start to do well, there's going to be hundreds of people standing in a line to try to tear you down. And the one thing that I need you to do with every ounce of your being is fight back against that. Because the moment you let them tear you down, the moment you let them make you quit, or the moment that you let them make you take a break, oh, you're 34. Well, you've been around a while then. I thought you were younger than that, to be honest. But I have no less than a dozen people every day telling me, don't post those videos where you draw the bow back and don't shoot anything. Why wouldn't I post that video? I legit average 35 or 40,000 views for every one of those posts, to the tune of 3.3 million views in what, 95 or 100 days? I monetized a YouTube channel in 61 days. Who does that? So just do you, man. She probably does have the best squirrel spot. Do I believe in Second Amendment? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's only one amendment, it's the Second Amendment, right? Caden, if you want to do a social media, dude, do it anyway. Don't let those people win, man. That's the last thing we need to do, is let them win. Think about it. There's like one guy making bad comments. One guy. Slate's like, the freedom of speech is pretty cool too. Yeah. But if you got a gun in your hand, man, you can say whatever the hell you want anyhow. Don't forget that shit. There, we stacked those three up pretty close. I guess my point is, like, the reason I decided to make a second channel after the craziness that ensued with Pain Train Outdoors is, from the get-go, I wasn't happy with the brand. I wanted to have a professional channel, and I wanted to be able to interact with folks that are like-minded, build a community, and support those that support me, right? And eventually, get one of them stupid silver YouTube buttons. I know that sounds silly, but why not? You got to shoot for something. And along the way, I've met a lot of great people. I've had a lot of fun. And I'm going to continue to do it until at least we get that silver YouTube button. Yeah, Facebook is something else, man. Now, you're doing the right thing. As far as from a monetization standard or whatever, I think YouTube is the Cadillac. Caden, I'll tell you like this, man. It's just like hunting. When you're not having good results when you're hunting, if you can just try 10% harder every time, realize that YouTube is not one of those things that you're going to do fast. It's usually a slow burn. And every time that you make a video that does well, learn from that. Every time that you make a video that does bad, learn from that and move the ball forward. You're a young guy too, so the ball is in your court, man. You got the whole world in your hands. I watched over the last 10 years as some of these people became unbelievably famous on social media. And I was like, I'm just, whatever. I should have started 10 years ago. Josie, the first squirrel bow hunter. Squirrels and pheasants. With the bow. There's a guy I follow, I subscribe to his channel. He shoots ducks with a bow. Trad bow and a compound with no sights. He's insane. He's so good at something there. This is a 35-pound black hunter bow. But I have a lot. I have a 55-pound bow. I got a 50-pound bow. I got 55 poundlings for this. Got a couple of 40. I think I have 3 45-pound bows, a 20-pound bow, and about 6 or so. Yeah, quite a few compound bows too. Hope no one's in the bed. The cat's down there. Slate, what do you think was luck? Oh. What do you think was luck? Man, I'm making a mess down here. I'm disintegrating this target. Probably 85 shots. I don't know. All right, Caden. We'll see you in the morning because I'm about to do the same thing, man. What time is it? 11:15. Damn, dude. Probably gonna do another couple minutes. I do want to shoot this other bow a little bit. What I should have done, I should have strung up the Striker Classic. Striker Classic. This bow's heavy, man. That thing just hits so hard. Pin that message. Slate, what else you been up to, man? I know I've been out of the loop a little bit because I got in a funk, man. I got mental issues. The mic I run, these are the older versions of the Rode wireless Go-Tos. When I bought these, they were like $360. Now I think you can get them for like $159. They're not ridiculous anymore. It is a it's a phenomenal mic. Like I'm out in 25, 30 mile an hour winds when I'm doing lives from the tree, and they handle it really well. Got to start and do some live format videos where I go over some of the gear I use and how I use it. It seems that's what everybody's interested in. Nobody cares if you shoot a big buck. Nobody cares if you shoot some deer. Fishing and cooking. Highlights of my last month. Well, hey, at least we're not like BB and laying on the couch waiting for our legs to heal. I feel so bad for that dude, man. Ponce, I got some serious mental issues. Josie, I know it's expensive. I spent $700 on the Insta360 camera with some attachments. I know that's ridiculous. Believe me, I know. But the quality of your videos goes from 0 to hero with good audio. I actually have 2 sets of these for whatever reason. I also like the Hohem ones. I bought a Hohem, what's the model number on it? The X7, one of the gimbals, and it came with microphones too. They're good. I like them. My left foot feels like it's broken. I gotta get that thing checked out, man. It hurts so bad. I just keep walking on it too because I don't care. I don't care. I didn't want to do that. Oh, yeah. You know, most of them aren't from what you'd think. They're from shit way worse than that. But yeah, I don't know. I got a little down on myself, right? But that arrow is super, super stiff. Oh, well, that's why. It's only got a 75 grain insert in there. It should be a 100 grain insert in there. How in the hell did that get in the quiver? Yeah, that one's shooting stiff out of that OMP. Really stiff. Uh-oh. What did Super Need Man say? I'll go back and look. I appreciate you timing him out, Slate, if he's acting up. What do we got here? We got 54 minutes on the live. We're 2 beers in. I suppose, I mean, if I get a bunch of thumbs up in the comments, I guess I could have a 3rd beer, right? I could. What did he say? Oh, I gotta go back and watch it now. So I hate this high angle, right? When you're in a tree stand or you're on a platform, especially if you're a saddle hunter. Like a saddle hunter, a lot of times you got the tree in front of you and you'll get your strong side shot, or you'll get a backside shot. And when you get these backside shots, right, from a saddle, you're basically, your hips are kind of facing this way. I like to kind of get my hips going. When you get the backside like that, you have to bend at the knees so that the bow doesn't hit you on the back of the legs. And it's one of the things that makes a 62-inch recurve really tough in the tree. So I told you if I hit the center of the target, I'm gonna hit the concrete. So it sounds like I'm an inch too low there. So let's see if I can show you what I'm doing there, because it's kind of interesting. So when I set up for that shot, like in the tree, like especially like if I got the tree here and I'm back over. So what I gotta do is I gotta bend those knees down. Everybody's like, yeah, you gotta bend at the hips, you gotta do, man, you're in a tree stand shooting deer 20 yards and under. There ain't a whole lot you gotta do other than shoot them. Just the way it goes, man. Paunch, I have this one here. The Black Hunter longbow, I think is I have to check, but I think it's 58 AMO. My Striker Classic longbow is a 62 inch. The October Mountains is a 62 inch. The Striker Fastback Custom is 58 inch. And the Bear Super Grizzly is 58 inch. See, I'm fortunate. I have like, I don't even have a 28 inch draw. I probably have a 27 3/4 inch draw. So I can get away with shooting the smaller limbs, especially with the recurve. And I think the Grizzly has been really good to me. Right, I've shot 5 deer with that thing in less than 2 seasons. But I'll tell you what, the way that OMP shoots at 62 inches, it's like, it's dreamy, man. It's dreamy. A book on archery written in the 1800s. I wonder if anything changed since the 1800s. Woody Woods, she's gonna come down here and fucking kick my ass. I'm telling you. All right, let's do something. Yeah, not a lot with these bows. Not a lot with these bows. I do like this new tab though. It's got sort of a synthetic, I don't know what it is. This thing was expensive. It's made out of buffalo hide. I like the leather. I wish it was 2 straps or 2 pieces of leather instead of that synthetic thing though. Really do. Wood selection, history of archery. We read that one. Well, guys, I'm an hour in. I don't know how many shots I shot. Probably 100. I don't know. Did I shoot 3 arrows per minute? I didn't shoot 150. I don't think. But I think that's enough. I think tomorrow what I'm going to do some more heavy lifting. I'm going to put the 55-pound limbs on that bow. And I'm going to shoot 10 or 15 shots in that. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build up the muscle in my arm. I've got some cervical spine issues where the C5, C6, C7 is ruptured. These fingers go numb a lot. These ones too. But I'm trying to build that stuff up, so I shoot mine with the index finger above the arrow. Yeah, I can't do it, Punch. I tried. But yeah, that's how I do it. Tree under. But I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate everybody for jumping on. Josie, thank you. The group does look good. I'll send you an email in the morning. I want to see what this douchebag said to you. And then I have this vision where I want to do, like, once a week, I want to sit down and do something not archery related and just talk shit on trolls. Anybody interested in that? Anybody want to talk shit on trolls for like an hour once a week? Or am I just losing my mind? Slate's like, yeah, see you in the stand. Ponch is like, I am. Hell yeah, like, call these people out. Call them out. Like, if I could set it up where I could invite other people to the live, and I can kind of coordinate prior to, put some of these screenshots of these people up there on the computer, do it from the computer instead of from the vertical live, I think it'd be awesome. All right, guys. We're going to leave it at that. We'll talk to you soon, man. Love everybody.